All right, so this time, our partner takes the elbow across. We attempt to do the knee pull method, but our partner grabs her own shin. That means it's impossible to separate the triangle and you're still getting strangled. This is kind of like a last-ditch effort where I'm like, okay, man, I have a few seconds. Let me try to roll to mount. All right, so basically what will happen here is we have a triangle, other side. We have a triangle, and we pass the arm across. She attempts to do the knee pull method, which if my hands are doing something else, that knee pull method will separate the triangle. But if I have a hand assist, and she goes to do that same knee pull method, she can't separate the triangle because I'm physically grabbing my own leg. And the whole time from here, you're potentially getting strangled and finished. Now, the idea behind rolling to mount is that you can shoulder walk backwards. And the reason why you can do this when you're in bottom position, not when you're in top position, is because when you roll to mount, your opponent's legs now are wedged against the floor. Here, they're floating freely in the air. So if she tries to shoulder walk or punch her shoulder forward or do any kinds of that now, it's impossible because the legs just move with you. When you roll to bottom mount and you start bridging along the floor, her legs are wedged against the floor, and it makes it easier for you to shoot your shoulder inside that strangle and then pop out and end up in bottom mount. But it's better than having the match finish altogether. Okay? So whenever I say I try this knee pull method, she has just like figure 4. Try this knee pull method. She grabs her own shin, and I feel like I can't separate the figure 4. Whenever I say this, I pull my partner up on top of me, like so, and now I can start bridging and walking my shoulders backwards. The reason why this works is because now her right leg is wedged against the floor. Lock up. Her right leg is wedged against the floor. So when she goes to keep that triangle locked, she can't follow me with the right leg. And now I just focus on shooting my right shoulder forward first and pulling the elbow down. Now from here, once the right shoulder is shot forward, the figure 4 is starting to separate. Now my whole thing from here is getting my left shoulder inside the knee. So I start walking at a slight angle over my right shoulder. Left shoulder comes forward. Right shoulder comes forward. Left shoulder comes forward. And now we're out at a slight angle. We're in bottom mount. Hands come inside. And we're ready to escape. Okay? So the idea behind this is that you put weight over your partner's legs, and then your body movement will separate the legs by wedging her leg in place and shoulder walking up. So you feel, you try the step over method, and it's just, you're not going to have enough time. And things are happening fast here. You have 5 seconds, maybe 10 seconds to work, but it's starting to go south. You have your hand in place. She passes the arm across. I'm 3 seconds in now. I try to do the knee pull method. Now I'm like, oh man, lights are going off. I got to do something. Roll to bottom mount. Try to shoulder walk by first punching the shoulder through, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, walk along the mat at an angle before she can follow, and she won't be able to follow. So we go in here. Look, this is no good. She passes the arm across. This is worse. Figure 4 comes in tight. This is real bad. I tried the knee pull method. Fail there. I'm like, oh man, this is no good. We quickly whip ourselves to bottom mount like so, and now from here, the whole thing from this position is just used. Even if she's grabbing her own shin like so, because her leg is wedged in place, it's my body versus the grip of her legs and her hand. So a lot of times from here, she goes to lock up tight, and I just punch that first shoulder through, and I pull my right hand down. So when she goes to hold on tight, it's hard. Now from here, I have to move my body, like so. And I just walk left shoulder in, right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder, and we're out. So what this will look like in a little bit more live context. She's going to lock up. She's going to hold a relatively tight grip with her hand on her own shin. I'm trying the knee pull method. Fails. Right from here, the second I see this, we immediately fall. She goes to hold on. And we just walk the shoulders. It's not going to look pretty. You're going to end up in bottom out. But you're not going to get strangled unconscious or have to tap right away. All right? So we roll to bottom out. We wedge our partner's legs in place. And then from there, we just walk at a slight angle, get both shoulders inside, and we finish with good defensive hands, however it may be, in bottom mount.